Good morning. I'm Linda Roca, and today I'm here with Kristina Schmidt, the owner of Exo Gallery in Irvington and the founder of the Bulldog Walking Gallery in Irvington. Good morning, Kristina.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So the Bulldog Walking Gallery that's going to be in Irvington this spring and summer, why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
So basically, we decided that in order to make public art more fun and approachable for really all ages, that we would do a gallery of bulldog statues that are approximately 28 inches tall, made of fiberglass, and they go on top of pedestals. We wanted to have them up and down Main Street, so I approached the trustees in Irvington last year, talking about this as an idea to have public art. Businesses sponsor the statues, but civic groups can as well, or individuals. And then we engage local artists, including young artists, so students, to come up with designs. And then the sponsors approve the designs and they paint and decorate the bulldogs, and then they go up on display for, about 5 months, which is a wonderful thing.
It's very exciting. Now, the bulldog. Why bulldogs?
So the bulldog is the mascot for Irvington. Even like the rec department has them for all the rec teams, the high school. So it's just sort of a sense of, Irvington pride and community.
And this is your second year doing this, correct?
Yes, so this will be our second year. So we managed to pull off 2023, and 2024 has its challenges, but 2023 it's like a miracle we made it happen. And
did the gallery itself achieve what you wanted to? Did it bring more tourism? Did it bring more foot traffic? What did it do for the community?
I mean, for the most part, we wanted to have more or any public art on display. So while there are some displays of art, they're mostly indoors during certain times that maybe not everybody can make it, and it's just not as accessible. So the goal was to have something that's outside that you don't have to make a point to go and see. You could just see during your everyday, but also that it could help increase walking traffic. And so they were kind of like dotted along Main Street so that you could, also stop by local stores and enjoy historic Irvington. Irvington during the summer, it's quiet. A lot of people go and visit family, and they go to camp and stuff like that. So anybody who is looking for something to do, who doesn't want to drive really far, this is, something easy, simple, local, fun. There's a lot of really good food. There's some great, cute little shops that just opened up in Irvington. So you can definitely make an afternoon of it.
And you said, so some of the sponsors are businesses, civic organizations, individuals. Do they in any way work with the designers, or it's completely separate? You select designers and they get put together either by your committee, or do the sponsors actually have some sort of input in which one goes where that they spent their money on?
So the committee has to approve all designs to make sure that they're not religious, political, divisive. So once they pass, like that first level of approval, then we'll try to match them with the sponsors we think that would work best. Some artists will design knowing that somebody has sponsored, like, our artist last year who had done a mosaic had sponsored for Lenco, the tile company, who had sponsored a bulldog. And there was a Greenfield Plumbing also did a sponsorship. They were our first sponsor last year. And so they worked with a designer on a plumber dog, which was very popular. So there's definitely some collaboration, which is nice because the artists get to work with businesses and people get to meet people. And that was part of the goal too, to bring people together.
And so some of the artists, some are individuals, and I know last year you did one of the bulldogs, you designed one of them.
I did a few.
But I also noticed that there were a couple that were with either youth groups or some sort of collaboration. Can you talk about that process a little bit?
Sure. So we had what I like to call special interest group dogs. Like we did one with Irvington Green that was supposed to, show that you can upcycle found objects around your house, and then create art with them. So they started the Bulldog at the farmer's market and used all sorts of different objects and put together a really interesting, fun, creative-looking Bulldog. And
so
I would
individuals from the community
all worked on
brought pieces.
Yes.
And then they were affixed to the statue.
Correct. And they affixed them to the statue. So at least 20, maybe up to 30 kids and adults worked on that statue. And then our Pride Bulldog, a bunch of different teens mostly from the community worked on that, which was really great collaboration. It had all the different Pride flags displayed in really, creative artistic ways. So we also had one of the Bulldogs that I did was Camo Hero, which was for veterans and fallen heroes. So we want to try to keep doing Bulldogs like that celebrate differences and things that are special and things that are important to members of the community.
Okay, and so you're currently in the process. They will be going out to their pedestals sometime in the spring. Where are you do you have all your designers? Have they been selected? And are they being worked on currently?
The Bulldogs aren't being worked on yet. The designers notoriously need one more day, which I completely understand. As a professional artist myself, I totally get that. I try to, if I have an actual deadline, I bump it up a week. So I do have to chase a couple of them that they're just so talented and I really want them involved. So I'm like, get your design in, come on, let's go. But, once they have that statue in hand and they're working on it, they've come up with some really cool stuff. So I'm confident that, they'll deliver. And I try to build an extra time just in case.
And are you still looking for sponsors?
So we have a last call right now, just to get in right under the wire. Usually we would have closed sponsorship by now, but we have a few more Bulldogs available that the statue maker is going to be making that we would love to be displaying. And we have a little bit more room for designs, so we can still take some in.
Okay, so if anyone out there is watching this and is interested in sponsoring a Bulldog, get in touch with Kristina Schmidt.
Yeah, we have a website. So the website is www.bulldoggallery.org, and you can learn more about the gallery. You can help donate to the gallery just as an individual. You can sponsor or become an artist.
That's great. Now, I understand also, so it will run during the nice weather, spring into the summer. And then I know last year you did an auction of some sort with the Bulldogs for additional funds for the beautification of Irvington. Can you tell us a little bit about that auction and how that all worked and where did the Bulldogs wind up?
Sure. So we modeled our gallery after what Catskill's been doing. Catskill's been doing it for, I think, 18 years now. They're up to 65 statues, which is amazing, and they do an auction in the fall as well. They do a live auction. When we talked to people, they said that they were more comfortable doing a silent auction. So we did it online so anybody could participate. And the funds for that, we're working now with a landscape designer on some of the things that we said that we would be doing, which include planter benches, raised tree beds, tree wells. Some of the tree wells are just, there's a lot of exposed roots and things that aren't great for the tree. They're not great for, it's just not that pleasant on the eye. So, and there's definitely room for some design upgrades and maybe some more public art, some other art installations. We may be transitioning the committee from just, Bulldog focused into more of a general arts and culture to try to do more display type stuff outside. So this next auction, the proceeds will, hopefully be even more, and it'll do the same thing. We'll just try to add on to whatever we're able to do this year. We're not going to be able to do a lot this year because while we did make, some money, there were a lot of expenses. So we'll be able to add a few new things to Main Street, and then I'm hoping to just do even more next year. So it just continues to, improve and be more artistic and design friendly.
And do you know where some of them wound up? Did they wind up on people's lawns in Irvington, front and near a mailbox or somewhere, something like that?
Yeah, people, they put them in their gardens. And in my community, we have like a community Facebook page, and somebody had posted that anybody's welcome to come by because their bulldog's outside their house. Some people put them on their front porches or at the end of their driveway, kind of like a guard dog. So there's like a lot of cute places where you'll see bulldogs around.
Well, that's great. That's really quite fun to be able to drive around and see previous years. I'm assuming they'll last with whatever coating's on them, that they should still be okay out in the weather.
Yeah, they have an auto top coat on them. So they kind of, we treated them like you would want your car to last in the sun.
Okay, that's great. The one thing I also noticed, which was you not only have up on your website a paper map, so anyone who wants to go to the gallery and doesn't want to have a phone can print out a paper map of all the locations of the bulldogs, but you also have a QR system where people can go ahead and search for the bulldogs through the town.
Yeah, so we did something with geotags through Google. So you could actually go onto Google and there's little paw prints all over. So if you want to find it, that's one way to do it. And then the brochure map, guide map, I've called it like 3 different things.
Yeah.
It does list everybody, our sponsors, our artists, and shows you where you can find the bulldogs. And then the QR codes that are on the statues link to the artists in case you wanted to find out more about an artist or hire them for a commission. And then also, of course, for the sponsors, so that our sponsors can be supported by people who enjoy the gallery, because that's really what we want. We want the businesses, we want people to, be frequenting those businesses and to support them.
Okay. Well, I think this has been great. It sounds really wonderful. Irvington should be really proud of putting in this public art. Do you want to tell everyone the dates, the general dates of when it'll be up and running?
Sure. The Bulldog Gallery, we're expecting to have all the statues on display by Memorial Day this year, so the end of May 2024. And then they'll be on display all summer long through September 2024. And if you're interested in bidding on a bulldog, you can just follow us on our website, www.bulldoggallery.org, and you can be the proud owner of one of the to-be-revealed beautiful bulldog designs.
Great. Thank you, Kristina.
Thank you so much.